All right, Shalom. First things first, I want to give honor and praise unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Karkadash, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahushai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahushai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Karkadash. We give double honors to our apostle elders, which are the apostle elders at Great Millstone, which have diligently done the work for many years, which feed us in knowledge, with knowledge, wisdom, and understanding through the power of Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai. We're at the time of the end, 2020, the year of prophecy, which continues to show itself to be that. Uh, Day after day, moment after moment, things are taking place for the truth's sake, man. And all this is taking place for the salvation of the Lord's elect, which are the 144,000 and one third of Israel, which are Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans that are spread out through the four corners of the planet Earth, and also the confusion of face. This truth is more and more showing itself that he is that man. He is definitely the Romans coming back. All right, and that deadly wound has been that was healed is getting ready to be put in on again. But this time he's not going to heal from that wound. The wound the Lord's going to put on him, it says that what is incurable. Take back bombs to Babylon, all right, but it can't be healed. So this is going into. I talked to somebody actually at camp, and just a military guy, or I don't think he might have been a military guy, but he was just like he was a homeless guy, and you could sort of tell, but his mind was so far gone. But he was, half there, half not there. But the point is that Esau will have you go out here and fight for him in this army, and then you come back to the landmass of America and you're homeless. That don't add up. That's not how it's supposed to be. So I'm gonna play this article. This was actually let out today. This is a recent article. So I'm gonna play a little bit of this, and then I'm gonna jump into some more precepts, I'm gonna jump into this article, and then I'm gonna jump into some precepts, Lord willing, edify the body. 1 second.
Served in the military, another harsh reminder comes to the forefront. The amount of veterans we take today to remember those men and women that have served in the military, another harsh reminder comes to the forefront. The amount of veterans living on the streets. KHQA's Chase Howell has more.
Imagine putting your life on the line for your country and then returning to sleep on the cold, hard streets. Well, for over 40,000 veterans nationwide, that's their everyday reality, according to the chairman of the Tri-State Veterans Support in Quincy. And if you're looking to help, take a listen to this.
Homelessness is a huge problem across America. On any given night, there's about 43,000 veterans that can be homeless on any given night. There's about 1.3, if I remember correctly, on the verge of homeless on any given night.
According to Richard Elsenpeter, he says the main reason many veterans are homeless is because their sacrifice doesn't stop on the battlefield.
They're always very giving, so they're always wanting to tell other people, take care of my brothers and sisters first. I'm okay. I can do it. Take care of them first. So it's just kind of a veteran mentality. I'm strong. I can do it. I can hack it. I can deal with this.
And while veterans are looking out for those around them, some people in the Tri-States are looking out for them.
So you said there's about 50,000 homeless vets a day or night. I forget how you said it, but a night they can go, sleeping on the corners, and it's more than that. There's more than that. There's way more than that. I think it's like 2 point some million numbers that I've seen of homeless vets out here, or the ones that aren't homeless. You gotta think of the ones that are staying with their mamas. They got moms they staying with, or they staying with some woman, and they ain't homeless, but they ain't doing good. They still suffering poverty, and that's Esau. That's this man for you. He don't got respect for himself. Why would you take a chip to live in a society like this, where you can go and fight for him? You can go out there and get your legs blown off and come back, and he'll let you sleep on the ground and die somewhere, lonely and cold, man. That's the, that's this man. You can't even. It's so not funny. It's it's not, man. It's really not. That's to show you the wickedness, man. And all we're trying to do is to show you that, look, this man has no good intent for you, Jakes. If he don't got good intent for his own military men, where you think you're gonna get in that? You're not. So stop with the wanting to fit in. You're not here to fit in. You're here to serve a bid. And then once your bid is done, it's over with. The Lord's going to destroy this prison, and he's going to get us back into the position that we once was with rulers on the planet Earth, man. All right. Let's jump right here. Let's get this precept real quick. It's going to be Sirach. Let's go Sirach 26 and 28. And we read this in camp, man. And it hits home. It's a Sirach 26 and verse 28. Let me go back. I'll read it in the New Standard Version, the New Revised Standard Version, because it hits the point. And then I'll pull it in the actual King James Version. This is it says, "At two things my heart is grieved, and because a third, anger comes over me." All right, a warrior in want through poverty, intelligent men who are treated contemptuously, and that's what you see today. Just like the apostle elders, men that are diving into these scripts, these precepts, bringing out the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shema Shai. They're treated contemptuously. What is contemptuously? Let's look at that word contemptuously. But that's what it says in 2 Corinthians, that these things would happen. The word contemptuously, it means what? A scornful way that shows disdain. That's exactly how they treat the apostle elders, man. They disdain them, especially men that learn from them. The ones that you would think to have a respect and a fond respect of, they don't, man. So that's what you see, and that makes the Lord angry also, man. So you see how they treat this truth, man. Because it says, "Jerusalem, Jerusalem, thou that killest the prophets." Let me see, it'll come up with poverty. Hold on. 1 second, let me pull this up real quick. Yeah. Proverbs 26 and verse 28. It says, "In two things that grieve my heart, and the third maketh me angry. A man of war that suffereth poverty, a man of understanding that are not set by, and one that returneth from righteousness to sin. The Lord prepareth such as one for the sword." So you seeing what's going on. The sword is coming for Eve. And in society, man, Eve is coming to judge this man. It's the same thing that happened in Sodom and Gomorrah, because they weren't strengthening the hand of the poor. But this is just speaking about Esau and his warriors, because alone he's supposed to treat them righteous. He ain't treating us righteous by far. He already got to pay for that. That's already in the books. But the point is to look at how much Eve does not take care of his own warriors, man. The ones that go out there and fight for his agendas and fight for his so-called wars. But the same thing that happened with Rome. All right. And then this is an article that was let out on March 25th, 2019. And this is a heavy article, man. It says, "This soldier's 1900-year-old payslip confirms the green weenie is immortal." So I seen this. I said, "What? What the hell's a green weenie?" You know, Jake is curious, man. I'm like, a green weenie? I never heard this. What is that? So I went to the definition of green weenie, right? Green weenie. This is if you ain't in the military, I guess it's something you won't know. But I've never been in the military. So let's go ahead and read this. It says green weenie. It says far more descriptive than a care to detail. It refers to soldiers' love-hate relationship with the army. When the army does something that they do not care for or that negatively impacts them, soldiers blame the green weenie. "I just got transferred to Fort Sill. Man, I got screwed by the green weenie again." So I guess that's some terminology they use in the military. I'm not too, brothers that do have dealt or heard that saying, please, you can go ahead and put on the comment board. But the green weenie, all right? Let's look up. Let's see if there's a bigger. Okay, here we go. Big green weenie donates that a Marine has been screwed over or cheated by the Marine Corps. Wow. So just like the Edomites to come back from serving in the military, you got screwed, man. Now you are shell shocked. Who knows what's wrong with you? You might have a mental disorder now. You can't sleep. You can't, function in society. And now you broke and poor on the street. And now you're being forced to live on the street and being arrested by the same government you went to go lose your mind and die for. Man, that's tough. It's a tough one. That sounds like curses to me, but that's to show you that, look, man, the Lord is judging, but this goes back to Rome. This more proof that this is the Roman Empire back in the reincarnation. It says the Roman soldier's 1900-old payslip confirms the green weenie is immortal. So now we know what the green weenie is, getting screwed over by the military, right? So let's read it. It says a 19-year-old scrap of parchment proves that while warfare may change, the BS that comes with the military life does not. All right, it says a payslip belonging to a Roman. That's how you know Lord is so cold, man. Even he made them keep this so we can find this out today and bring it out, man, and show more proof that this man's the devil. Because this happened at Masada. It says the payslip belonging to the Roman auxiliary soldier posted on Twitter earlier this month by archaeologist Jonah Ball shows that the imperial grunt was left penniless immediately after getting paid once the military recouped expenses for food, equipment, clothes, and like. Damn. At Masada. This was at Masada too. When they were killing you, Jake. So there's going to be military men in Jacob's trouble. They ain't getting a paycheck, man. Why they torturing you, Jakes, man? Because, hey, history repeats itself. So the same thing around that era was going on is the same thing that be going on in Jacob's trouble, man. It makes perfect sense. The military they don't got bills to be paying that. They don't have the money to be paying these military men. So it says at the turn out, getting screwed over by the green weenie is a time-honored tradition that dates back centuries, because this is the same place coming back in the reincarnation. Let's read the actual post. It's right here. It says, fragment of a payslip belonging to Gaius Meius, a Roman auxiliary soldier in the Legion 10 Frentius, found at Masada. All right, Masada. All you got to do is do some research on Masada, and you'll know the history on Masada. Dating to the time of the siege, it shows that most of his pay went straight back to the military to pay for his food, clothing, and equipment. Come on, man. That's Babylon, man. That's America. This is America. That's it right there. You're seeing them do it back then, and they doing it now. So there's nothing new under the sun. According to the translation available in the database of military inscription in the papyrus of early Roman Palestine, the payslip belonged to Gaius Meius, a Roman auxiliary soldier who likely served in Masada, Israel between 72 and 75 CE. All right. The document was translated using the excavation report. Christopher B. Zickerman, a so-called Jew, the editor of the database, told the task and purpose via email. The receipt itself shows just how much Gaius had earned. Denarii, an ancient Roman currency, went back to the military. Here's the rough translation. The fourth calculus of Imperius Vespasian Augustus account salary. Gaius Meius, son of Gaius of the tribe Phedia from Beirut. That'd be something to look into. See where he's from. Received my stipend of 50 denarii, out of which I have paid barely money 16 denarii. Food expenses, 20 denarii. Boots, 5 denarii. The leather straps, 2 denarii. Linen tunic, 7 denarii. Oh my goodness, they got him, man. They got him, man. Oh man. So that comes to 50 denarii, leaving Gaius flat broke immediately after payday. Oh man. You can't make this up. You cannot make this up, man. Hey, that's it's funny to me. I mean, yeah, they that's what his ass get. That's what you get. You got paid nada for touching the children of Israel, man. And that's what a lot of these vets out here getting, man, because they going out here for unjust judge, man, unjust kingdom. You know, but this I'm just saying more or less how this man's wicked. All right, I'm not gonna. Lord Will Akin is going to this article by itself, man. You know, but I just wanted to touch base here with it and show you Akin. So let's go ahead and finish some of these precepts. Left his ass with nothing. Woo-wee. Hard knock life, man. It's a hard knock life. It's gonna get harder too, man. It's gonna get real harder. Let's go to Ezekiel. It's Ezekiel 16 and verse 49, and then I'm gonna jump to Proverbs 21, and then we're gonna get out of here, Akin. This is Ezekiel 16 and verse 49. Salakia. (18 and 6). Salakia. It's Ezekiel 18 and verse 6. It says, and he said unto Moses, I thy father, hold on. Ezekiel, Salakia, I'm getting Exodus, that's what it was. Forgive me, Akim. It's Ezekiel 16 and 49. It says, behold, this was the iniquity of thy sister Sodom. Pride, fullness of bread, the abundance of idleness was in her and her daughter, in her and in her daughters. Neither did she strengthen the hand of the poor and needy. So that's another reason why Sodom got judged. And that's why this place is going to be judged on top of the mountain of sin and wickedness that is done on the planet Earth, man. That's just going to add on to it. This is Ezekiel 18 and verse 6. It says, and he hath not eaten up the mountains, neither have he lifted up his eyes to the idols of the house of Israel, neither have defiled his neighbor's wife, neither have come near a Salakia. That's going into something else. Jump down to verse 12. It says, hath oppressed the poor and needy, hath spoiled by violence, has not restored the pledge, and has lifted up his eyes to the idols, hath committed abominations. So just like the things that we were doing in the time back then when we were being judged, all right? So you seeing it, Esau doing it in fullness today, man. So you seeing what this man, his fruits are bearing witness of himself. He doesn't pity the poor. That's a horrible thing to have. Because these vets, how many vacant homes are in Babylon that you could put these vets in and have them stay there, upkeep, you know, and just live there, man. Some of these houses are abandoned. Ain't nobody gonna buy it. So why don't you just have these vets staying there, man? If Esau was righteous, but he's not, man. He throws away countless amounts of food every day. These vets could be fed, clothed. You know how many Salvation Armies throw away clothes, man? So they could be fed and clothed easily. But he don't want to do that. He want to worry about more wars and to send more people to that machine and turn you out to be some shell of your old self, man. Proverbs 21 and 7. It says, the robbery of the wicked shall destroy them because they refuse to do judgment. And that's what Esau does. He's going to be destroyed. Bottom line. Regardless of what he did to us, the main thing is what he did to us. But on top of that, he breaks every law, statutes and commandments that you can think of all the time, man. He religiosly, he's held back and restrained to do the law, man, or to break the law. It says a way of man is forward and strange, but as for the pure, his work is right. And that's the hopeful elect. That's why it says your Lord's yoke is easy, because we just follow after the Lord wherever he goeth, man. It's verse 10. The soul of the wicked desireth evil, his neighbor findeth no favor in his eyes. So that's what you see. His neighbor is his military men. You know, the men that go out there and fight for him, and you'll see the same people that'll tell you, oh, I love my country, but then you'll see the guy that went and fought for you and lost his mind. You'll say, oh, look at that dirty bum over there, that nasty bum, and don't give him no money. If a man's holding a sign that says military vet, everybody should stop and give him some money, because he fought for your so-called rights to drive around and eat McDonald's all day, man. You know, but that's on them. But that's Eve just showing more and more he's wicked. So if he does that to his own, we ain't got no room. We ain't getting in no kind of kindness in this man. You know, so with that, I'm going to give all praise and honor unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Kakadash, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahushai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahushai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahushai, Ba'ashem Kakadash. Double honors to the apostle elders, you old men out there, keep faith, keep fighting, push towards the goal of salvation. Shalom.